So I woke up at 1:33 a.m. this morning, feeling like I needed to make this video. I wanted to share a couple of dreams that I had in the same night last year. This was the dreams that really made me get back on social media and start posting Christian content. So in my dream, they were so vivid and so vivid. I woke up in sweats after both of them, and I thought about them for like 24 hours longer, just replaying them in my mind over and over again. Honestly, out of anxiety and fear, I had to get my mindset shifted from where I was at after those dreams. But the first dream, I was a little kid. I was like 10 years old. I was sitting at a hotel by myself, and I kept running into Elon Musk about 3 times just throughout the day in the lobby, and he would always be super nice to me when I would see him. He'd always take a special interest in me out of nowhere. I could tell. He seemed like a really nice guy. And the last time I ran into him, it was right outside my hotel room. And it so happened that I seen him, and he was trying to get into his hotel room right across from mine. It was right next to my hotel room. And he tried to get me to come in. He was nice at first. He tried to get me to come into his hotel room. I had a really bad feeling about it. Real bad feeling. And so I refused. And then his whole demeanor shifted from the nice persona that he had portrayed with me in the lobby in various places. And it was real dark, and he got extremely angry when I refused to go into the hotel room with him. And he tried again. He tried to say, no, come with me. And I had even a worse feeling. I was like, no, I'm good. And then when I refused the third time, he got really agitated and just turned around and walked away down the hallway. Right after that, the door across the hall from mine opened up, and a little African-American boy about my age, 10 years old, and stepped into the hallway. He looked me dead in the eyes and he said, "Don't you know that Elon Musk is the right-hand man of the Antichrist?" And then I woke up. And then came dream 2. Dream 2, I was at an old residence of mine, somewhere I had been in the past. And it was at a house that was like on a farm. And I woke up, I woke up in the dream. That's how real it felt. I felt like I was waking up into the dream, this thing. So the dream started. I was outside. It was a beautiful summer day. I could hear the birds chirping. The sky was just so blue. Gentle breeze. And I felt like a sense of peace, and I was just kind of taking in the day. And all of a sudden I heard this massive boom, like a sonic boom, come from behind me. Now, behind me was a field, and I turn around and I look, and I see like this, like an F-18 or F-35. It was some sort of fighter jet. So this jet is coming and flying, and I see it flying. It's going super low to the ground right over this field. And by the way it's flying, I could tell that it was in danger. It was trying to avoid being locked on by surface-to-air missiles by the way it was flying, and I knew it was on mission. It was on mission to do something. I saw it gain elevation, and then I seen it come back and circle back around. It banked and came all the way back. Okay, and it did another, and it came back to where we were, to where I was. It started doing these crazy maneuvers. It was just doing these real tight flips, coming super close to the ground, almost clipping the grass, almost clipping the trees. And I got so anxious. I just remember saying in the dream, like, what is that pilot doing? He's being so reckless, he's gonna crash. Sure enough, another pass, just doing these tight flips, maneuvers, corkscrews, coming close to the trees and grass. And about the third pass over, sure enough, it clipped the tree branch, that was enough to make the aircraft lose control, and the entire aircraft just crashed right in front of me, in my front yard. And I was shook. And then the aircraft burst into flames, and the pilot started screaming, burning alive. And I ran inside to grab something, I didn't know what, just something to put out the fire, and then I woke up. Again, just heart racing, sweating. Now, having had those two dreams back to back, I couldn't go back to sleep. So I woke up, and I just remember I didn't have anywhere to be that next day. Every moment of the day I was just replaying, just trying to think what those dreams meant. And so this is what the Lord gave me for the interpretation. So for the first dream, it's not real symbolic, except for the fact that I was a child and I was living right next to Elon Musk, or I was in the hotel room next to him. And we're all living, like, the world is like naive little children in a sense, not aware of what is actually staying right next to them. And it is what it is. The little boy said what he said. I didn't, and again, this dream is so vivid. If it's true, but you look around, I'll let you test the spirit to see if you think that's true, that he is indeed the right-hand man of the Antichrist. If that's true, how much time realistically is there left? How much time? Okay, so the second dream, this touches on time. How much time do you think we have left? It's a little bit more symbolic dream. I was home at a place that I used to live. I don't live there anymore. And this jet, it was doing unnecessary maneuvers that cost it. It led to destruction because it, at one point in time, was on mission. It was responding to an active threat. And then it started playing games, getting off course, trying to who knows what. It was just wasted movement. Wasted movement led to destruction. Is kind of what I took away from that dream. And those two dreams really pushed me to start making content, because I just felt like there's no time. Wasted movement leads to destruction. Now there got to a point in time where I was trying to do too much. I was trying in my own strength, right out of a place of fear. Remind me what verse is it? 2 Timothy 1 says God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of peace, love, and a sound mind. I wasn't walking in that. That means I wasn't attached to the true vine, Jesus Christ. And so I got another dream later on, and it wasn't quite a dream. It was the only time I would have ever felt like I heard the audible voice of God. It was something just woke me up out of my sleep, and it was a voice. Okay, this happened a month after, maybe a couple weeks after these two dreams. I got woken up by a voice, and that voice clearly said, "Stop performing, start abiding." Start abiding. The wasted movements is in performing and trying, or ignoring your calling and purpose in this last hour. John 15 says that without Jesus we can do nothing. And then, as Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So interesting. That verse was on my mind when I woke up at 1:33 this morning. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Or, John 15, I can do nothing apart from him. It's all or nothing. We gotta wake up because he died for us. grace, the blood of Jesus is grace extended towards us. It's well past Christmas, and we should have already opened the gift of the blood of Jesus like a child on Christmas. That grace is still there. The Christmas tree is still up. It's still up. And once we do that, we don't have to try anymore, but we don't have a license to go back to the sin that keeps us from abiding. It's a lot more effective than a penal code. It's someone that gave their life for you. And for the short years, if that, we have left, well, you would regret it for eternity if you didn't live for him in abiding. I'm gonna stop there. I love you guys.